what's going on, Dr. Pepper fans? And Black Friday has already begun at a couple different retailers. Like 2 weeks before the actual Black Friday date? That's kind of insane. And there's honestly quite a decent little handful of Sonic the Hedgehog merchandise that is already on that early Black Friday sale. So today's video will be a guide for all the different Sonic the Hedgehog merchandise from all the retailers that you need to know if you want to snag any of this cool Sonic merch you see in today's video for a pretty good deal. But do note that since these are early Black Friday deals, a lot of these deals will only be available for this weekend or this following week. But I'm sure there'll be even more Sonic merch deals as we get even closer to that Black Friday date. So feel free to share the video with all your friends so they know all the early Sonic the Hedgehog Black Friday deals. And without further ado, it's deal or no deal. But kicking things off, let's start off with Walmart because they have this Sonic plushie, which I've not been too fond of in the past merch hunts, but you guys have probably seen this plush. And it's really not that bad, especially considering that it is now $5 freaking instead of the usual like $16 price. This plush is a whopping 22 inches tall. And looking at this poorly edited plush of this guy, I'm honestly starting to consider picking this guy up because for $5, why the heck not? Next up for Walmart though, they have this NKOK Shadow the Hedgehog Sonic Team Racing RC car. Team Sonic Racing? This guy's being brought down from his original MSRP of around $35 to $27.90, bringing him down around $8. But this deal is unfortunately online only. But if you do want to pick this guy up or any other products featured in this video, I will have them pinned on the YouTube video somewhere or in the description down below. But next up for a pretty good online deal at Walmart is this Jumbo Classic Sonic the Hedgehog plushie. And oh my god, he's so freaking cute! You're getting this massive 18-inch Sonic the Hedgehog plushie for just $15, bringing him down $10 from his original $25 MSRP. I wish they had this guy in stores, but honestly, not a bad deal, especially considering how big of a plush that does seem to be. Next up though, for something that probably nobody wants, is this classic Sonic the Hedgehog JAKKS 4-inch figure with the ring box. It is half off though, so you can get this guy for $5 instead of the usual $10. And again, this is another online only deal, but at the very least, this is the classic Sonic figure with a really sick expression. And it is kind of funny because this classic Sonic figure is part of the same wave as Neo Metal Sonic. Where is he? Next up though, for my Knuckleholics out there, if you've been holding off on Jakks Pacific's Ultimate Classic Knuckles Collector's Edition figure, well, now's your time to strike because this is a pretty good deal here and you can get this figure for just $17, bringing him down $18.97 from his original $35 price point. I don't have this guy in the collection yet, unfortunately, but he is a 6-inch figure. You do get a base of a pretty sick Mushroom Hill background and a couple different swappable pieces there to make him really cute and expressive. This is honestly a pretty good deal. And then for our last major deal, which isn't actually branded as a Black Friday deal for some reason, even though I would say it definitely counts as one, they've got the Jakks Pacific Sonic the Hedgehog Movie 3 Talking Sonic action figure, which this guy is just freaking massive, a whopping 12 inches for just $20 instead of his usual $50 price point. That's a $30 savings. He doesn't have quite exactly the same articulation as the 5-inch Sonic movie figures, but it does seem to be like he does have a pretty decent articulation. His quills and eyes do glow up, and he has famous movie lines like, but that right there is pretty much all the early Black Friday Sonic the Hedgehog merchandise deals at Walmart. Unless you're looking to pick up any of these Sonic t-shirts or hoodies if you're a 5-year-old or a parent. Now moving on to Amazon, they have a couple Sonic merch items that aren't actually marked as early Black Friday deals, but they have the newly released Console Hero Sonic Diorama playsets here. Both this Sonic the Hedgehog 2 one and their Sonic the Hedgehog 3 one for 22% off, bringing them down from their original MSRP of $17.99 to just $13.99. And these are pretty cool because on the outside they look like a cartridge. You pop them up and you got Sonic 3. Oh my god. So you can display these any way you want. These deals though, and the next one we're going to be looking at on Amazon, are only available until the sale is fully claimed out. So do act fast on these if you do want to pick these up for a limited time deal. Last up though for Amazon though, they have this classic Supersonic Cable Guys. And if you haven't seen Cable Guys, I have one of these myself. They're pretty freaking cute. They hold up your controller, your phone, whatever you want to hold up on them. Or if you really want, it can just be a nice classic Supersonic statue there, and you can get this guy for just $20.99, $10 off the original $30 price point. Let's move on to the Shadow the Hedgehog's favorite store ever, and that is Hot Topic because they have a massive site-wide 30% to 50% off Black Friday early access sale going on. And there's just so much Sonic the Hedgehog merch here to cover, so I'm not going to be going over every item, but scrolling down you can just see how many of these items are on that little Black Friday early access tag. And yeah, it does seem like most of these are going to be 30% off, and they have not just t-shirts and clothing, but they also have plushies and figures and blind boxes also. The cool thing about this deal though is that it does apply to items in stores. So if they got it in stock at your local store, you can get that same deal there, or for the rest of the items, you can of course buy them all online. And last but not least, for the early Black Friday deals, the people over at Steady Hands who made this really sick collection of Sonic the Hedgehog t-shirts are having an early Black Friday deal if you sign up for their SMS list. And don't quote me on this, but I think it's only their Eggman design that's part of that early Black Friday deal, and I think it's gonna be 32 bucks instead of the usual 38. Yeah, that's not the craziest offer there, but again, this is just the early Black Friday access deals for Walmart, Steady Hands, Amazon, and Hot Topic. So I'm sure we'll get even more crazier deals for the games, you know, maybe Cross Worlds, some more cool Sonic the Hedgehog merchandise. So if you do want to be up to date for when all that happens, subscribe to the channel, share the video, like the video, comment down below. What is your favorite find here? What do you want to see go on sale this Black Friday? I hope you guys have a great rest of your day/night, and I will see you guys next time.